Hey, my name is Yona. I'm the after school leader at Field Teen Center, and today I'm going to talk about Little and Lion by Brandy Colbert, a novel about identity and how to talk to other people about who you are. I listened to it as an audiobook on Libby. I think Little and Lion is going to end up being one of my favorite books of the year because it has a little bit of everything, and I thought it was really well handled. All the characters were really enjoyable. It talks about a lot of themes in a way that feels real and sincere without being too heavy most of the time. And I ended feeling pretty good. So, like a lot of her books, this is a story about a family that doesn't look like a typical family and how they kind of go through all the things they're trying to figure out together. So Suzette lives with her mom's long-term boyfriend, who she's not married to, and his son, Lion, who she calls her brother. They are also a mixed race family. Suzette and her mom are Black. They're also Jewish. So there are a lot of pieces of her that other people don't necessarily understand. And it gets a little bit more complicated for her when Lion is diagnosed with bipolar disorder, and her parents send her to a boarding school in Massachusetts because they're worried that she's gonna get too invested and be really stressed out about him and taking care of him without taking care of herself. And at this boarding school, her roommate kind of becomes her girlfriend, but they haven't spoken since she's gotten back home to LA for the summer. So that's where our story picks up. Suzette has just gotten home and she's trying to figure out, what is her relationship with her brother now? What is her brother's relationship like with their friends? Have things fallen apart? What is her relationship like with her friends? What is she gonna do about her former roommate, former girlfriend back at school? Does she wanna go back to that school? Everything is happening all at once. And then it turns out that Suzette and Lion both start crushing on the same girl. And it's all complicated by Lion going through things with his bipolar disorder, Suzette trying to figure out, is she bisexual? Is she something else? What does that mean? Does she want to tell her family? Does she not? And she likes this girl, but also she likes the neighbor who she's been friends with for a long time, and he's been really sweet to her. So it's just a very confusing time. But it was really fun. I really liked the characters. I felt like both of the love interests were really compelling. Emil is probably one of my favorite characters because he's just so sweet and so nice. And I got a lot of like warm fuzzy feelings getting to think about this nice boy like that existing and being sweet to her. And the girl that she and Lion both like, she's got tattoos and knows about flowers, and she's very cool and tough. And these two paths kind of present two different ways of being for Suzette. What kind of person is she gonna be? Does she get to be tough and loud? Is she gonna be protecting her brother? Is she gonna be protecting herself? And along the way, she finds maybe her own way of doing things that has a little bit of both and might be somewhere in between. This book talks pretty heavily about mental health and some of the ways that that can manifest itself. For Lion, his diagnosis is still pretty new, so the whole family is trying to figure out, what is that going to mean? And he's not happy with the medication that he's been on. It makes him feel just kind of dead. So even though it helps with some of the other things, he decides he doesn't want to take them anymore. And Suzette is the only one who knows. So the story really follows her trying to figure out what she wants to do in her romantic life and what she wants to do with this information about her brother. I think this is a really great read, highly recommend. If you're looking for other books kind of like this, Brandy Colbert's novel, The Revolution of Bertie Randolph, also talks about some of the same themes, also very good. I recommend Brandy Colbert in general. It's Not Like It's a Secret has another queer romance and a protagonist who's keeping a secret. So I definitely think that if you've already read Little and Lion and you would like more to read, those are great options for you. Or if you've read some of those books and you're wondering if you might like this book, there you have it. So please check this book out and talk to me about it because I really enjoyed it and I would love to hear who your favorite character is. Do you think she made the right choice? Would you have tried to date one of these two people? What would you do if somebody that you knew had a secret like the one Lion asks her to keep? Would you be able to keep it? Would you not? You can get in touch with us through email or DMs. I'll have that information in our description box and we would love to hear from you.